Hello, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a quick review. It's actually my first review, I've never done one before, but it's of the Kilosgear Aerocloud sleeping pad. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. I will give you my honest opinion. Okay, what was that? Something in the background, I don't know. Right, okay, so as I said, I'm here today, I'm going to review the Kilosgear Aerocloud sleeping pad. Now, one thing I've always said, this is my first ever review, one thing I've always said is I am not going to review things that are sent to me by companies. For the simple fact is, I can't help but think they would be biased. Because if somebody sent me something and it was free and they said, can you review this honestly, I would still feel that I had a bit of an obligation, because if I turned around and said, well actually it's no good, are they going to send me anything else in future? Well, the simple answer would be no. That's why I've made the decision, anything I review on this channel is going to be stuff I've brought out my own money. This is no different. So like I said, this is the Kilosgear Aerocloud 4-season sleeping pad. Currently, I checked last night, it's retailing for around 105 UK pounds. That is as of February 2025. Now, straight out the bat, it's pretty small and it's pretty light as well. I will put up here the actual dimensions of the package and the weight and everything else, but as I said, first and foremost, it is pretty light. So let's have a look and see what we got in the pack. It is a nice generous bag straight away. You've got plenty of space in there. This has been in and out a few times. It does come pre-wrapped with these elastic bands, so that's good. You get a pump sack with it as well. I'll tell you a bit more about that later on. And also, if I can find it, you get a one patch puncture repair kit as well. Okay, so when we unpack it, as I said, you get those nice rubber bands on there, and it feels pretty good quality, I'm not going to lie. For 100 odd quid you'd expect it, but this is the first time I've really gone for a 4-season pad. When you unroll it, it is pretty long, and it is, as you can see there, quite large. With the inflation bag, it's made out of the same material. It's got the valve that goes onto the valve on the airbed, as they all have. I'm not entirely convinced of the way you open it, because it's a tiny little hole. I've used airbags before, and they have a much wider opening to get much more air in, but we'll give it a go, see how it works. I normally use my flex tail pump for this, but as I haven't got it today, I'll try the airbag. Got a standard hole there, you've got a double valve. First one just stops the air coming out, it's a one-way valve. So you put that in first. Then you connect up this little sausage here, and you put him in there, and then we start inflating. So, as I said, it's not the best. And it kind of defeats the object, to be fair, because the instructions clearly do say blow into the end. Now, I know Hayes Outdoors did do an experiment on this not so long ago, where he actually cut open an air pad just to see if it went mouldy, and apparently it didn't. But I'm still reluctant to put too much moisture into these things. But this is exactly the way the instructions say to do it. Anyway, as this is going to take some time, I will bring you back once it's inflated. This is it inflated. Believe it or not, the bag was actually pretty quick. I think it took about 6 full inflations of this bag, and it blew it up to what I think is actually a good pressure for me. If you can hear a rumbling noise in the background, I can only apologise. You've got Lake and Heath, sound like they're really having fun over there. So this is inflated properly for me. I must admit, a common mistake people make with airbeds is they over-inflate them. That's when they generally get the punches and stuff like that. All you really want is when you push your hand on it to almost get to the ground, and that is generally about right. Okay, so this is it standing up. As you can see, I'm 6'3", so this is probably, I'd say about 6'5", give or take. It's nice and wide, R-value of 5. I can safely say I've slept on this very comfortably about 4 or 5 decent nights out in the wild now, and it's been down to as low as 0 degrees Celsius in the UK. So it is quite a warm pad, I'm not going to lie. So in summary then, what do I think of the Kilosgear bed? Well, it's really comfortable. It's great for somebody that, like myself, is a little bit larger than the average man. It's reliable, it's made out of good material, and like I said, if you don't overinflate it, you're going to be okay with it. It's not going to let you down. Has it got any downsides? Yes, I'm going to be honest with you. The inflation bag, although it is great for what it does, it inflates the bed no problem at all. Like I said earlier, about 5 or 6 inflations and away it went. It was at the appropriate level for myself. Is it practical? No, it's not. The hole is just way too small to get a decent amount of air in. Other than that, however, I think for the best part, just over 100 quid, it is a very good pad. Like I said, I've had it down to around 0 degrees, no problem at all, and I would highly recommend it. Really would. Thank you very much. If you liked what you've seen, or if you're interested in any more gear that I use, stay tuned. I will have more reviews on the channel very, very soon, and hopefully it can guide you into making some good choices in the gear that you might want to use when you're going camping. Other than that, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.